People often say they want a strong president who can get things done. But that's pretty much opposite of what the Founding Fathers set up under the Constitution. Before the American Revolution, colonial governors ruled with almost total authority. They had absolute veto power over legislatures and the authority to issue edicts that carried the force of law. They could create law with the stroke of a pen. It was basically the colonial version of executive orders, as they're so often used today. When the people declared independence and states began drafting their own constitutions, they vowed to end this kind of power. In a nutshell, the founding generation believed that only a radical destruction of that kind of authority in one person could prevent the resurgence of total power throughout the country. This carried over into the drafting of the Constitution. The royal governors represented the executive branch that the founders were most familiar with. Their experience with those guys was the reason they were determined to strictly limit presidential power. In fact, when famed founding-era legal expert St. George Tucker explained executive authority in his commentary on the Constitution, he wrote that we shouldn't even talk in terms of presidential powers, but we should more properly call them duties. James Madison also clearly defined the limited nature of presidential authority in an essay known as Helvidius No. 1. He wrote, "The natural province of the executive magistrate is to execute laws, as that of the legislature is to make laws. All his acts, therefore, properly executive, must presuppose the existence of the laws to be executed." Today, this wisdom has been flipped on its head. Where the founders rejected sweeping executive power, many Americans today embrace, and more dangerously, they often beg for it. Under the Constitution, the president was delegated the authority to execute laws passed by Congress, not create them with the stroke of a pen.